What do we got on the Wizard's Day? We've got raw intention, the 22. Listen to your feelings. And when one feeling meets another feeling, you may experience an otherworldly, out of this world moment. It reminds me of the spheres. So pay attention to what you're feeling. What is the feeling trying to communicate if the feeling could speak? Bring our intentions to life. This is the raw, wild power. It could be radical love, a divine intervention, that miracle, even channeling messages from source and allowing source, the divine, to really intervene. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's going to be more than all right. So what are those little wild, unkept intentions that you're calling out into your life? Like, what is that sense? What does that feel like? What needs to be heard? It reminds me of the Fae speaking in their language. Can you work with them and be mindful? Can you build the life of your dreams? One way to channel raw intentions is through automatic writing, telepathy, affirmations. Ask your questions out into the universe and sit with an open mind, a blank sheet of paper, have a curious heart, question everything, and allow the messages to flow from your unconscious mind, flowing onto the page, painting, drawing, scribbling, scribing, doodling. I like to doodle. I always do flowers, but just write and imagine the shift happening because you're going to witness it. So intentions could be radical. They could be raw. They could be so not of this world. They could be refined, perfected. You could do a vision board, a resume, a marketing agenda. I don't know. Black Friday came to mind, but always having a tinge of layers, and layers of our own perspective is kind of what happens. So when intentions are raw, pure, wild, unrefined, they become more authentic. So it's the mother who lifts the car with her bare hands to save a child. It's that kind of, oh my goddess energy. Why? Because raw power, raw potential doesn't ask questions. It just acts. It just does. So it is. So by virtue, we have this wild nature within us. It's magic inside of us. So often we spend time filtering this power to kind of fit in places that sometimes we just don't belong, as a way to be with others who want us to be a certain way. So it's time to unleash our authenticity, those pure intentions, and radiate the magic that moves those mountains, and allow radical change, spontaneity, divine love to really be what streams and guide you. It's like a vision keeper is kind of what I'm seeing. So pay attention to the whimsical, magical, otherworldly, the signs, the unseen. You might just see a fae. There was a lady actually I saw. She'd seen a fairy or a gnome when she was younger. But just notice your emotions, be with them, even the not so fantastic ones, anger, sadness, grief, fear. Just be with them, hear them, notice them, and really ask them why they have arrived. Like, what's the memo? What's the message? And they're likely going to point to a much deeper seed, a need that sounds more like, I am loved, I am seen, I am accepted, I am safe, I am virtual. So you may need to kind of remind yourself that you are all of those things and so much more, and draw your power, your automatic writing, like streaming that in from there. Give yourself a meditative space. You may want to do that with this new moon. I'm not going to kid. I mean, this ritual I did, it was fantastic. Obviously, I'm still beaming.